Hi, everybody. Welcome to Learning with Leo and Lucky's. Today we have a guest on our show, and it is going to be Dr. Travis Adkins, and he's with Square Pet Nutrition. Hello, Dr. Travis. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for allowing me to visit with you.
Thank you very much for taking the time. We really appreciate it. I trust your advice and your information, so I think this is really going to be good for our customers. So for those of you who don't know Dr. Travis, he is in the nutrition aspect of the pet world. He has worked for pet boutiques. He has had his own food distribution company. He's worked for feed stores. He's been in all aspects of the food industry, got his DVM license, and is now working with the family business at Square Pet. So how do you like it?
You know, it's great. You know, as you mentioned, I graduated vet school and started working clinically and enjoyed that. I worked in family practice as well as emergency, but always had this predilection, I guess, towards nutrition. And so when my dad and brother and I got together and decided to get into the pet food business, it was something that I've been looking forward to for a very long time. So it's been great so far.
So a couple of questions that I've been gathering from our customers, and obviously our customers come to us and they look to us for advice. So let's start with rotational feeding. It's something that we talk about a lot at the store. Customers often ask, should I stick with the same food? Should I change within the same line? Should I change completely different options? What's your take on that?
You know, overall, I like the concept of rotational feeding. You know, historically, dogs and cats have been fed the same exact diet, maybe even the same brand, the same flavor, if you will, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner throughout their whole entire lives. And quite honestly, most of the dogs and cats probably did very, very well. But, you know, the offshoot to that is the consideration of maybe there is a micronutrient or some kind of nutritional deficiency that isn't being fulfilled if they were to rotate and add in different food sources or different diets. And so the concept of rotational feeding, I know that there's different philosophies in the way that they're approached as far as, you know, mixing it in with mixing different diet types in with individual meals, or you know, rotating, let's just say diet A for breakfast, diet B for lunch, diet A back for dinner, or feeding, you know, the same diet for a week and then rotating in another week. So there's all different types of philosophies, and I can't really find a fault with any of those. It kind of comes down to if your dog or cat has any nutritional concerns that we need to be aware of. But in talking about the general philosophy or otherwise healthy dogs and cats, a lot comes into what the pet parent or the pet owner consideration, whether or not they are willing to go to the added expense maybe, or the added effort to try and rotate it in on a frequent basis, or maybe just run through one bag and then go to another. I don't know if there's been any studies that have been done to really get down to that granular level of whether or not, you know, what the exact protocol should be, but I think that rotating a diet in for any schedule is probably a good direction to go.
I find that a lot with our pet parents, that they feel as you do, where, you know, it would be pretty boring if you were eating the same, you know, cereal every day 3 times a day for the rest of your life. So it's nice to be able to switch it up, even if it's just with a topper or adding a little bit of freeze-dried raw or something like that onto a kibble, which is super easy. You still get that convenience, but you get the boost to the bowl.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.